Hola mi bitches, tis I Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, and today we are doing a full see-in designer dip Manny situation. This was their May flavor of the month, and I'm barely getting around to using it because your girl has too many colors of dip powder. So, yeah, we are using. So I intended this Manny to go one way, and it went the complete opposite of that way that I wanted it to go. So, we'll get there as we progress. I am using Fright Night on my middle finger, and I am doing the pour over method. For why, I do not know. I just haven't done it in a really long time unless I'm doing gel, and I guess I just said, hey, let's do the pour over method, because I found my spoon in my last video, if you've seen it, the little fruits and stuff. I found my pour over spoon, so I guess I just said, hey, let's continue using this guy. Anywho, whatever. Yeah, so I'm doing one color at a time on this whole sitch here. So we're doing 2 layers on each finger. But my ring finger, that's the finger, my ring finger, and my index finger are being little bitches today, in this video, and did not want to cooperate with the vision I had planned. So, this Manny turned out, I really did have this whole like, ooh, this is going to be a cool Manny, I'm going to do this, and then it literally ended up being just the simple thing. I mean, you've already seen it. You've seen the, what's that thing called? The thumbnail. I almost said the clickbait. I mean, sometimes, but I digress. The thumbnail, if you've seen the thumbnail, you know this is just a simple one color on each nail Manny, but I swear I didn't intend for it to be that way. So, anywho, now we are using a Santorini. Is that what this one's called? I don't know, I missed the lid. Why do I never know the name? Oh my god, I can't. It will be in the description box, because I'll have my ish together for that. I just don't have my ish together ever for when I do these voiceovers. It's like, I don't know that this is my job. And I just, oh my lord. Okay, let's continue. I was trying to see if this dip chromed, because it kind of looked like it did. And so, with that, I, rubbed it on the inside of my hand to see, like, how shiny and, like, chromy it got. That's not a word, but whatever. And then when I didn't really get any answer off of that, so I was just like, we'll figure it out later. Then I went to brush it off, and it was still a little wet, so I almost messed it up, so I'm letting that sit and chill while I do my pinky, and my pinky's gonna be Cabana, which just kind of reminds me of Havana, so I wanted to say Cabana Unana, but it's not the same. So, anyways, Cabana. And then we're gonna go back to my thumb and finish off with a second layer there. Just kidding. First, we're gonna do my pinky and do the second layer there, and then we'll go to my thumb. And then we'll get started in the disaster dumpster fire situation that I had, that I was really mad and disappointed at, because, man, I really thought I was doing something special with this Manny, and it flopped. Like, just disappointment, man. Disappointment. So, this finally dried. I don't know why it don't, like, my thumb, I don't know if it was, like, maybe the texture, maybe of this dip powder of this specific color, the liquid didn't want to dry as fast as it normally does with I don't know, because it did just fine on that orange and the pink, so I don't know why on this one it's like, no, we're not drying. But whatever. It finally dried, so we got our second layer on. And now, here's where the stuff goes. I was like, ooh, we're gonna do something cool. I'm gonna put some tape on my fingernails and do some color blocking. Now, I thought I had this all like ready, set, go. I put it on the back of my hand for like one stick, so that way it would still be sticky, but it wouldn't be too sticky to where it would just like pull up, because I do have pill base on, but I do have a layer of dip base over that pill base before I go into dipping, if that makes sense. But either way, I didn't want it to be too super sticky to even peel like that up. So I got these all situated where I wanted them, and I'm going to do the tiniest little line of cabana down this nail, and then we're going to put the glitter like around this stripe. Now clearly you know that this isn't actually going to happen because it's not in the thumbnail, but this is the vision that I had. And so yeah, I'm just gonna show y'all a little bit of what I did and how it did not work. I don't know what happened, but it did not go as planned. So waited a 30 seconds, I guess, for that to dry, going in with layer numero dos. And then you'll kind of see that this was not good. So I did vertical on my ring finger with the tape. We did horizontal on my index finger. So I'm just going to do that real quick, and we're doing the same color that was on my thumb on this finger, and then we're going to do the glitter around it, you know. But this is what happened. I got one side of the tape off, and I was like, ooh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And then why is it peeling up? Why is the whole stripe just peeling up? Tried to go the other way, just came right off. I was like, okay. So I just took both of them off. I was like, you know what? No. I don't have time for this. I mean, I guess I could have had time for it, but I was just, no. I got other stuff to be doing today. Not today. I did my stuff today, but in this video today, I had other stuff to be doing. I'm trying to pack and go through stuff. That's why my nails are shorties, but I did not have 2 hours to be filming a video trying to get my lines to stick to my nails. So I said, you know what? I'm already wanted to use all of these colors. It'll be fine. It's just going to be a 5 color, simple, 1 color each nail kind of mani. So that's what we got going. So we got spritz over here on our ring finger. And then we've got citrus cooler on our ring finger. Did I say my ring finger as my index finger? I don't know. I have spritz on my index finger. And citrus cooler we're going to do on my ring finger. Okay? Cool. Glad we're following. With these glitters, I'm doing the pour over method for the first layer to like really get the color and stuff to lay down. And then for the second layer, that's where I'm actually going to dip my finger in and try and get more of the glitter punch going on with these fingers, the phalanges. Okay, so we're going to scrub all this ish off. And again, going to dip this finger now. I find not every time, I will say that, not every time does this technique work to pour over a glitter and then dip. It does not work every time. But for the most part, I would say 9 out of 10 times, it does work. Because sometimes if you just dip right into the glitter, sometimes you get too much glitter and then not enough like pigment or color for the base. And it can be a little sheer. So if you pour over, a lot of those chunkier glitters are going to fall off of your nail, and you're going to get left with more of the pigment on your nail. And then for the second layer, go back and actually dip your finger flat in there, and you'll get more of the glitter for that layer. And you'll already have the pigmentation from pouring over the first layer. If that makes sense. I say that a lot because I don't feel like I make sense. I try to explain it, and it makes sense in my head, and then when it comes out in words, I feel like it doesn't make sense. So, I'm sorry. My bad. I'm not a very good teacher. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not actually a teacher. Anywho, we are clear capping one finger at a time, different clears. I've said this in a different video. I do have different clears. I have a clear for my solids. I have a clear for my shimmers or my super bright pigmented colors, and then I have a clear for my glitters. So, yes, I did use 3 different clears. That seems extra, but there's nothing worse than having a flat colored mani going on, dipping into clear before filing, and then getting one stray glitter. So just keep that in mind the next time, you're doing something and you find that one glitter. Think, oh, maybe Clois was right. I should get an extra clear. It's worth the investment, guys. I swear. So worth it. So, we did the thing, activated, filed, buffed. Now we're over here activating again, rubbing it off, and top coating. I have not used my dip top coat in a few manis. I don't know why, but I haven't. I guess I've just been more into the gel top coat. Well, I've been doing the gel method a lot more recently because I do still get dip flu. Not horribly bad, but just sometimes I just don't want to have to deal with it. So I'm like, okay, gel method. And then also, with the nail art and stuff, just gel is simpler, quicker to think about like that. But anyways, I do still love this dip top coat. It is my favorite. It dries so fast. You guys, I know I say that all the time, but it does. It just dries so fast. And my brush did get contaminated. I do still make mistakes too. So I took my brush saver, switched out the brushes. That ish works. Guys, it is a lifesaver when it comes to contaminated brushes. Get it. Don't even think about it. Just get it. Okay? It is literally, I got the brush saver and then I got 3 extra brush head tops things. Whatever they're called. Haven't had to use the extra brushes because this brush saver is just amazing. Just the slightest little contamination, few minutes in the brush saver, good as new. Gets super contaminated, just switch out the brushes, and then your other one will be good to go, whenever the next one gets contaminated, and you just can switch them back and forth. It literally, chef's kiss. Love the brush saver. So, anywho, kept my free edges as well. This is my summer mani situation. As you can tell, we got my other summer mani going on here, and I was looking to compare the colors, see what would go good with what, in case I wanted to do this again. So, yeah, this was not what I envisioned mani. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, bitches!